everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Akshita and you are watching Akshita's Recipes. The theme of my channel is to keep it simple, quick, yet delicious. So like all my other recipes, today's recipe too is going to be very simple to make, few ingredients, and the end result is going to be really delicious where you're going to want to make it again and again. So let's get started with today's recipe. So to make the bread crumbs out of the leftover bread sides, what I've done is I've just roasted all the bread sides that I've collected till nice and crispy, and then once they cool to room temperature, I'm just going to grind them to a very fine powder. And then once it's completely cool, I'm going to transfer it to a glass jar and I'm going to store it, and this lasts for almost a month if stored in an airtight container. So now let's continue with today's recipe of sausage cheese roll. So here I've taken 2 sausages. You can use any sausages, you can use the flavored ones or the plain breakfast sausages, and I've just cut them up like this. And then I have about half a tablespoon of oil heating up in my pan. I'm just going to fry these sausages really well. This is a super simple dish to make and it gets ready also very fast. So if your kids are hungry at home or your family members are hungry at home, and if you have some sausages and a little bit of cheese and some bread slices and a little bit of breadcrumbs, or you can make your breadcrumbs like I showed you before, you can just get this dish ready in no time. So I've just taken some bread slices, again cut off the sides, save the sides, because you can make so many dishes with these leftover sides. You can even make a bread pudding. I'll leave a link below for a bread pudding recipe which I've made with regular bread, but you can also make it with these sides. So you can make these ahead of time also, these bread rolls, and just store them in a airtight container, and whenever you feel like, whenever hunger strikes, you can just fry them. And I'm not even deep frying them, I'm just going to shallow fry them. So our sausages are nice getting ready, and we want them to be completely cooked and fried well. So I'm just going to cut off all the sides of the breads. Now you can use brown bread, you can even use white bread. You can even make your own loaf of bread. I have a recipe for how to make bread at home. I will leave a link for that below. So I just grabbed a steel container and I'm just going to store all of them and collect them and then make some recipe out of those slices of sides. I don't want to waste any of it. So now what are the other things we require? We require some water. These are the sausages which are fried really well. This is a little bit of grated cheese. This is the breadcrumbs which I've just taken out in a bowl. Now I'm just going to soak each slice of bread in water for a second or so, and then I'm going to squeeze out all the water and flatten the bread completely. Then I'm going to add some slices of this fried sausage. Now, if you don't have sausage at home and if you have salami or bacon, you can even add those. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of cheese. And then I'm just going to wet my fingers and I'm going to just roll them up like how we would do with a regular bread roll, and just seal up the edges completely. We need to be sealed really well because when we are frying it, we don't want it to disintegrate. So seal it completely. And then just roll it in the breadcrumbs. Now you could also, use an egg wash. In other words, is you can just take one egg, just beat it up, dip this first into the egg, and then dip it into the breadcrumbs. But even if you don't use an egg also, you can just directly roll because the bread is a little bit wet. So it immediately, all the breadcrumbs just stick to them. So in this way, you can prepare as many as you want, and you can then just shallow fry them in some oil. You could also deep fry them, but there's no real need for deep frying it. You can just shallow fry it till it's nice and golden brown. Now for the vegetarians, if you want to make the same recipe, you can stuff this with some mixed paneer vegetable
or you could use paneer, a little bit of, just marinate your paneer in some ginger garlic paste and a little bit of salt and some chili powder, and then just fry the paneer very lightly, and you could use that too. If you have some leftover batata bhaji or potato bhaji, you could use that. The choices are endless. You can stuff this with anything. Even if you have some chicken mince at home, I have a recipe for how to make chicken mince. I can leave that below if you require, and you can even stuff that. And now I'm just going to use 2 tablespoons of oil, and I'm just going to shallow fry them till they're nice and golden brown. You don't really need to cook this because our sausages are fried and the bread is also cooked. We just want to get that little golden brown color. So you could enjoy this with a nice, dip, or you could even have it with some ketchup. So now you can see that it's nice and golden brown. You don't need to really cook it that much. And once you cut it up, you can see how nicely the cheese has melted, and it's really, really delicious. Simple yet delicious.
So friends, I hope you enjoyed watching today's recipe. I hope you're going to give today's recipe a try. Share my recipes with family and friends. Go and visit my channel. I have more than 500 recipes as of today. So go try them out, share them with family and friends, and let me know also in the comment section below how you like the recipe. Also, don't forget to give this recipe a big thumbs up by clicking the thumbs up icon that you see below this video. If you haven't joined Akshada's recipes yet, click the subscribe button that you see below this video and become a part of Akshada's recipes. And once you have subscribed, there's a little bell icon that will pop up. Just click it. That way, whenever I put up a new video, a recipe, vlog, or I'm just online waiting to chat with you, you'll get a message for the same. So friends, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshada saying bye. Take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be loving and kind to one another. So till I see you in my next video, bye.